Many countries and rights groups have strongly criticized Thailand's decision for forcing the deportation of 40 Uyghurs from Thailand to China, saying it puts the Uyghurs in danger. So today we are at a special seminar called No One Left to Protect, where human rights activists, politicians, and experts are discussing about this issue. The seminar sheds light on the struggles of Uyghur families, the long-standing efforts of civil societies, and the future of those forcibly sent back to China. Speakers, including MPs and human rights defenders, said the deportations break international law and put Uyghurs at serious risk of persecution. A key moment was when Fair Party MP Kanawi Sirpsen showed a letter which he claimed to have come from one of the deported Uyghurs. Its authenticity is yet to be confirmed.
This is a distraction. So because the main idea is about voluntariness of the 40 Uyghurs. So we would like to see evidence to show about the voluntariness to return. This is the claim by the government. However, just so the letter that I have here is how can they verify that's a fake one? And because, it's a benefit of the doubt. So this is the law, right? So if anything not proved to be wrong, they cannot say that I'm have a fake one.
Thailand's deportation of the Uyghurs sparked global outrage. Many countries, the UN, and the Uyghur community condemned it as a human rights violation.
And they were seeking only safety and the dignity. Instead, they endured 11 years of detention in such a poor condition, overcrowded Thai immigration facilities under inhumane conditions, now only to be handed back to their persecutors. So this is a stain on Thailand's human rights record, and it's a betrayal of the global human rights system.
Meanwhile, the Chinese embassy in Bangkok criticized Western governments and human rights groups for having double standards. It said they condemned Thailand for sending Uyghurs back to China, but stayed silent when a Western country deported over 270,000 refugees. The embassy also showed the images of some of the deported Uyghurs being reunited with their families.
So they showed 3 Uyghurs out of 40. Where are the other 37? And the Uyghur region functions as an open-air prison where Uyghurs face mass imprisonment and the systematic repression, and the women are subject to forced sterilization, and reports indicate that Uyghur organs are forcibly being harvested. So given this well-documented reality, and it's even being documented in the UN Human Rights Council's report, so there is no reason to believe these individuals would be treated any differently.
Despite the criticism, the Thai government claims that the deportations followed human rights principles. Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra also claims that the Uyghurs were treated fairly and had agreed to return to China.
I think the government is now trying to whitewash its own wrongdoing by saying that sending the Uyghurs to China is the only option. It is not the only option. The government deliberately chose to send Uyghurs to China to please China. Are we, Thailand, a vassal state of China, or are we still independent that can do the right thing according to international law and international standards?
I think the Thai government, they act because they do not have any foreign policy. We do not have any direction from the foreign policy standard, point of view. So that's why whenever we have anyone come to Thailand, we just go with them, by them. Foreign policy for this Thai government is become like at least prioritize the policy from the government.
As Thailand now faces growing pressure to change its refugee policies, MPs and activists are demanding legal reforms to prevent future deportations.
So if we still do not have any proactive policy and procedure in dealing with refugee, we will do this kind of thing, like a responsive approach. We need to be more proactive approach in dealing with the refugee.
The only way to protect the remaining Uyghurs or any groups, any nationals who come to Thailand to seek protection is to pressure the Thai government to respect its own words. Thailand promised to the UN General Assembly very recently that time has changed. We are no longer under military rule. This is a new government. This is a democratically elected government that respects human rights. So respect its own words and prove by deeds, prove by actions, not empty promises.
Meanwhile, Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, and Justice Minister will visit Xinjiang on March 18th to check whether the deported Uyghurs are safe, as China promised. Kittipat Chunsukhjit reported for Thai PBS World.